The Harvest Golf Club is most definitely not your typical golf club. The Graham Cook design offers 18 holes that not only provide a good and always enjoyable test of golf, but will overload your senses with great views of the Okanagan. There's also exceptional service, great conditioning on the course, a gorgeous clubhouse, and as the club's name implies, plenty of fruit.
There's a distinction in between a pretty golf course and a good golf course. Luckily that I think we're a bit of both. And certainly, obviously, the setting speaks for itself. Obviously, it is very scenic. And it's also very representative of the area. We are standing here in the orchard setting and overlooking at the lake and the mountain, which is very synonymous to the Okanagan. But it's a bit of a sleeper as far as a golf course is concerned. A lot of good players now are discovering the intricacies of the golf course year after year as they start getting a bit older. And they're finding how challenging this golf course can be if you choose the right set of tees.
Laid out over 250 acres, the club provides a very serene atmosphere to escape to. The wide collection of orchards and vineyards on course are an added perk for potential players, as guests are welcome to pick as they play. And with lots of variety to choose from, your taste buds will appreciate the snack.
Our owner, Mr. Okubo, was very adamant that we needed to preserve the local flavor of the golf course and make it representative of the Okanagan region. And we have everything here from cherries, apricot, nectarine, wine grapes, table grapes, cherries, apples, pears, peaches, so we have all of these varieties here on site.
But don't let the sweet taste fool you. This course does have some bite to it. The design is a solid but fair test, allowing you to play the ball aggressively off the tee while demanding you to be accurate with your short game to reach the right part of the large and gently undulating greens.
Most players, especially male players, like to hit the driver everywhere, and this golf course never takes the driver out of your hands. So the golf course is really played from 150 yards in, and it's quite difficult, the green surrounds and on the greens. This is where I always get comments from golfers saying, wow, your greens are challenging.
So expect a fair and challenging track, but always expect an enjoyable one, with a pair of holes that stand up above the rest.
The two holes that comes to mind on the front nine would be hole number 7. It's a doglegs to the left par 4 with a 2-tier green, quite challenging, and once you had the green, you look back down at the entire land and the city in the background, so it is very picturesque. And on the back nine, I think the one most talked about is hole number 17. It's a very long par 4. It is coming down the stretch, probably the hole when people start losing a little gas, it's probably the hole they remember the most.
At the Kelowna Golf and Country Club, you better pack your short game. Playing right around 6,300 yards, scoring on this course favors those who can handle the flat stick, not necessarily the big stick. Creativity can also become a factor on a track that dates back to the 1920s and has only improved with age.
It's a very classic golf course. It's not too long for most players. It's got a lot of character, a lot of natural lay of the land features, not a lot of dirt moved around here, and it's a lot of fun to play. Because it's not a long course, it does have some sort of quirky, tricky stuff here and there, and even though we've had some great players, sometimes scores aren't that low for such a short golf course, so you really have to know where you're going.
Guests are welcome to tee it up at the semi-private club 6 days a week, an opportunity many visitors to the Okanagan take advantage of. Nestled among towering pines, it's one of the most scenic and historic courses in the valley, a statement that especially rings true on the front nine, where the Doverth Cliff hangs over several holes. But making the turn is when players will begin to see the growl of this old beast.
Number 10 is just probably the best par 4 on the whole course. It's a little bit of a roller coaster, flat tabletop green, and got some good length and some trees to it, so it's premium on your drive, and you got to be accurate with your approach, and it's a difficult green, that's for sure.
Just a couple of holes later, the picturesque 12th leads golfers to a tough green bordered almost entirely by water. Reminiscent of the famous 17th at TPC Sawgrass, the green and its protective water hazard are the climax to a long and winding par 5. The distinctive layout adds an element of fun, with accuracy obviously a key.
Number 12 has changed over the years with technology. It's now a long par 5 that you can go at a little more than you ever used to be, but typically it's a 3-shotter. Good drive up the left side to open up a shot out to the right and down the hill to the right, so that leaves you with the flattest, straightest approach into the Big Island Green.
An outstanding course, Kelowna Golf and Country Club offers golfers an exciting 18 holes every time out, always different, never dull. A little earlier in the program, we showed you 2 of the courses here in Kelowna. Now it's time to take a look at 2 more. and show you why so many people are coming out to what's becoming Canada's best golf destination. Boasting two fantastic layouts in the northern part of Kelowna, the Okanagan Club is one of the region's premier golf hotspots. The older brother to the club's Bear course, the QUAIL is just as tough a hunt, and much like any bird, you'll need accurate shooting to take down this challenge. The Les Ferber design is certainly a tricky one.
The QUAIL golf course is a Les Ferber design, and it is certainly a very target-oriented golf course. A lot of the fairways require you to hit quite accurate tee shots, and then the shots into the greens are quite demanding with a lot of bunkering, a lot of undulations around the greens.
Carved out of a majestic rock bluff, the QUAIL is tremendously fun as well. Its 18 holes will escort you on a bit of a roller coaster ride, as players will find themselves flying up and down along the course's stunning elevation changes.
There's a number of different holes with significant elevation changes, including hole 6 out here, which we took a look at, and it's got an incredible drop down to the fairway, which obviously a lot of golfers love to see and love to play.
And the 6th is truly one of the marquee holes here. The view from the tee is simply captivating as you gaze down over the tree canopy below. But don't let its memorable design distract you from the difficult shots awaiting you.
Hole 6 is a double dogleg par 5. It's a tough hole. You've got to hit a great drive to a good landing area. You will have an option if you are a longer ball hitter to maybe try and go for the green, but I would highly recommend playing it as a 3-shot par 5. It's a great hole with a great vantage point from that elevated tee box.
Despite the 6th hole's striking setup, there's an even better hole laid out on this course. That would be the QUAIL's grand finale, the par 4 18th. With a large lake parked right in the center, an accurate tee shot and approach is imperative for any golfer eyeing a birdie finish.
It inevitably comes down to the 18th hole, and this hole with significant carryover, a beautiful lake out here, makes it a real challenging and a great finishing hole. And whether you're a low handicap player or just brand new to the game, we all get that little bit of feeling when you got to carry water, you know, in excess of 125 to 40 yards. It's a tough finishing hole and a fun finishing hole.
Our final stop is at the wonderful Sunset Ranch Golf and Country Club. Though it's only been around for 23 years, the semi-private track offers an enjoyable 18 holes for all ages and skill levels. With beautiful trees and rolling terrain, Sunset Ranch rewards precision instead of length.
Sunset Ranch Golf Country Club is a course that has 5 par 5s, 5 par 3s, and a lot of the par 4s are not overly long, but there's definitely, you've got to be straight off the tee. We have a number of tree-lined fairways and Scotty Creek coming into play, and so position off the tee is really important. It is in most golf courses, but here it's paramount.
Scotty Creek, which runs through the course, adds an extra challenge to golfers on 11 holes. Picking your way around each setup is recommended, but it won't prevent you from walking away satisfied.
Out here, you got to think, you got to look at your shot that's ahead of you. You play to your strengths a little bit, and not just pull at the driver and wail away. So it's, I've been here 14 years, and it's really enjoyable. You never get tired of playing it because you got a different shot every day.
The course, located just outside the heart of Kelowna, plays pretty consistently throughout. But the back nine is where you'll find some incredible holes, including a final 4 the locals love.
I don't think we have a set signature hole, so to speak, but we have what the members call a sunset finish. You know, you can have a good round going. We finish our last 4 holes are par 3, par 5, par 3, par 5. And my favorite hole is our finishing hole. It's the 18th hole. It's a great par 5. You have to challenge Anderson Lake off the tee, and then if you're a big hitter, you got to make a decision of, am I going to fly Scotty Creek on the second shot, or am I going to lay up? And the green is very challenging as well. So it's to me, it's a great finishing hole. You can make a 3 or you can make a 7, and a lot of our men's and ladies championships have been decided on that hole.
Without creating a huge gap in your wallet, Sunset Ranch has all the makings of a terrific course. A relaxed, fun, and laid-back atmosphere, magnificent views of the mountains, and a course that will keep you coming back for more.